What's up, guys? Tobin here with you. Thanks for checking out the channel. If you could, check out the Porpoise Pod for me and my guy Alejandro Solana. I'll put the link to the newest episode. If you guys could go watch that, go subscribe at the WQAM YouTube channel. You can also watch my radio show with Leroy Horde every single weekday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And that would mean a lot to me. I would appreciate that. Jalen Ramsey got officially introduced as a Miami Dolphin, and I'm not going to lie, dude. It was goosies galore. I loved a lot of what he had to say. First of all, the dude can talk. I mean, this is what we knew with Jalen Ramsey. This man had less of a press conference and was more holding court because everybody brought their questions and he was going to do with them what he pleased. He was going to wax poetic. He was going to shake some people out of their shoes. Just glorious content all the way around for, what was it, the nearly 35 minutes that he spoke to the media. It was absolutely tremendous. And I can't wait. I think having Jalen Ramsey here is going to feel a lot like getting Tyreek Hill last year. Tyreek Hill brought a different type of swagger and confidence and bravado to the Dolphins that they did not have nationally. And believe me, Tyreek Hill, he definitely took some for that. Like, he took some, oh, come on, you're lying. You're just saying this. You're just saying that. You don't really believe it. And I feel like Jalen Ramsey is going to bring a lot of that too. I feel like Jalen Ramsey is going to be a guy who is also going to say like, oh, no, we're not scared to talk Super Bowl. We're not going to be backing down from everybody. We can go shut these guys down. Like, he was talking about the idea of, just how much fun this was going to be. And I got revved up with his closing statements at the press conference.
It's going to be nice. A lot of things going to be nice, though. Not just that. A lot of things going to be nice. We got some young, hungry pass rushers. You know what I'm saying? Christian, who going to run everywhere around the field, make a ton of tackles, and talk, going to have fun. It's going to be a lot of stuff happening. And I don't know exactly. I haven't really talked to Vic about specifics yet, about how exactly things are going to go. But what I know about me and X is both of us are dogs. So if we get into a zone, then we might get into a zone. I might have to let X ride with his zone. And, all right, you go with him then. And we go with his zone. Or I might get in the zone and I might want that. Or we'll be like, hey, yeah, evil twin go that way, good twin go that way, and let's do our thing. Like, you never know. We'll figure that out once the time, approaches. But until then, we're going to enjoy me being here. I'm going to enjoy my new teammates, my new coaches, the city. Find somewhere to live, all that good stuff. Y'all give me the food recommendations, all that good stuff. And then once it's time to, get after it, we're going to get after it. And we're going to have some fun, too. Like, we're going to definitely have some fun, too. And we're going to love it.
I was just like, oh, this guy, like, it's like it's almost like he's selling a pay-per-view fight to me, man. I loved everything that he just had to say there, rattling it off. And that defense, man, just there's no way it feels like this defense can't be sick this year between bringing him in, between having the mastermind of Fangs here, only Fangs open for business. Christian Wilkins seems like he's hitting another level as a player. Zach Sealer, hopefully taking care of those guys up front, because I thought those guys were arguably the best two Dolphins the last 4 games of the season. Between them, the pass rush, the corners, hopefully this linebacker situation does work out, and David Long is what he's cracked up to be and what people were kind of selling him on as far as bringing him in here. But man, it really feels like they got a lot of horses in here, and this could really, really, really turn out to be something special. You hope. I mean, like, look. Maybe this comes into a world where Jalen Ramsey and Xavier Howard are both on the wrong end of it, and they are getting a little bit long in the tooth. I mean, cornerback can be a bit of a young man's game, but these guys are also like really, really special. There's also the rarities of the guys that you look around the league and you say, oh no, they're a different type of special. And I think with Jalen, it's more an overall type of thing. With X, it's been not what it was, I think, when he was at his peak, but that his ability to take away the football in key situations has always been huge. That's the thing that he's always had in his back pocket. And I do think that it does bring a different confidence that you have a guy like Jalen Ramsey who maybe thinks of himself as somebody better than you. Because even with Byron Jones, it didn't feel like X ever had that. I mean, hell, X got pissed that Byron Jones got paid more than him. I think with Jalen Ramsey, you're talking about even your peer has to acknowledge, oh, Jalen's one of the best in the game. I don't think that X maybe ever thought that about Byron Jones. And so you have that along with, having Javon Holland back there and getting Brandon Jones back and, Nick Needham and Cater Kohu in the fold, all that type of stuff. Like it really looks like they could put something really nice together for it. And I do think that, seeing him and X talk about their relationship, how long they've known each other, the respect they've had for each other, seeing them seeing X give him, the tour of the facility and how blown away Jalen Ramsey was by everything. I mean, it's double G, dude, all the way around. It really is. This was a little bit more from Jalen Ramsey and him saying that he was responding to, I think it was Skolnick who was asking him this. Ethan was asking him about people who think he's a little bit past his prime.
So for those who say maybe Jalen's past his prime, what do you say?
All right.
Did you hear any of that on social media or anything like that?
Did you see me play this past year?
I'm just asking about what others may say. Not me.
Yeah, you gotta cut on the film now. You gotta really watch it. You gotta really watch it. You don't become this successful, without actually doing good things on that field and having the respect from your peers and media and we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they gotta say, once we out on the field. That's what matters. We're gonna see what they gotta say.
Look, like you can already tell the competitive juices are getting flowing for him. And I do think that, much also like bringing in Tyreek with the parallels, Tyreek was that guy who had been to the top with a champion, getting all the way. Jalen Ramsey, he's gone on a couple deep runs. He went very far with the Jacksonville Jaguars and, went all the way with the Los Angeles Rams. So a guy who knows what it takes to win. You kind of had that leader on that side last year on offense. And I think on defense, they've been looking for that. X has been here a while and is definitely like the Dolphins OG, but X has never, has never been in the mountaintop like Jalen has. And certainly Jalen is never, ever shy about, putting a bullseye on himself or his team with his words, and also backs it up, still has it, according to, a lot of the metrics and all that type of stuff. Like the guy is not on the other end of it, even though Chris Sims wants to make it seem like that, which is why he gets clowned by people like Darius Slay and Trevon Diggs. But that's why he's Chris Sims, What could you expect from mother bleeping Chris Sims, who I had to love? I mean, I know this is off topic, but he had to love, Good Morning Football today was like, oh, Aaron Rodgers, top 5 quarterback in the East. It's like, all right, dude. Cool. When? Before or after his next ayahuasca darkness retreat? Like, what are we talking about here? That's cool. Can't wait to see what happens. And we'll see what's left in this free agency. I know people are kind of getting a little antsy about the whole, right tackle thing. I don't know. Like I'm curious to see where they go with that too. Are they going to give Austin Jackson a chance to be the guy? I think that probably makes a lot of people nervous. Although he didn't really get to play last year, it's a guy that you did invest a first round pick in. But it also felt very much like, when he was gone and they solidified some things with Brandon Shell, like that, the line did feel better without him. It's a tough thing there, because it's like, are you going to give up now on basically 2 first round picks and not think that they can develop in any way? Do you just cut your losses with it and go in another direction? Or, do you believe, if you're Chris Grier, do you believe in the talent that you scouted? Do you believe that, with a healthy year, that he can be something, that he can turn into something? So that's going to be an interesting thing as well. And I don't know. I think that's going to be, if I had to guess, I would say this could be one of those things where like maybe they go into the season and they're thinking to themselves, hey, let's give this guy one more run in camp. Maybe they get to OTAs even. Maybe they find somebody in the draft that they really like. that they feel like can really take over that side of the line, because you certainly don't want to be in the position you are where it could all just fall down by one domino. But, are you just going to go into this with him and just figure, okay, he's going to be a guard? Are you going to just say he's going to be our utility man? I don't know. I think that they got a lot of questions to still answer with some of their young prospects on whether or not it's ever going to be time to really believe in them. So I think that's probably the biggest thing out there now that the running backs are situated. The defense seems pretty set. And then, tight end, I don't think tight end's going to be thinking and I don't think there's going to be anything splashy there. I think they're going to find solid guys who can just do what Mike McDaniel needs them to do from a blocking standpoint. And, if every once in a while they can give you something, if Durham Smythe can give you a catch here and there, cool. If Tanner Connor flashes like he did in camp last year and shows that he could do those things again, I think they'd be ecstatic about that. I don't think there's going to be this. Maybe that's another target in the draft that they go. But I don't think this is going to be one of those things where there's another huge sexy move out there. I think that the running back guys getting brought back, I think, really showed that the sharpening of harpoons may be done for a little bit for the Dolphins. That they're going to round out their roster and likely take care of their guys on the defensive line, and that'll be probably it going into the rest of the offseason.